episode. Gas Network presents Sports for the Culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Melo,
Gruff Lion,
T-Boogie, man.
to the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
What up? What up? All the listeners, man, wherever y'all listening from. If you watching, you getting to see this beautiful face, man. It's Gruff Lion, man. I'm the host for the evening. You know what I'm saying? I'm the host for the evening, man. I'm coming out like that. And it's been a beautiful week, man. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? It's the preseason, and we're in full fan mode. You know what I'm saying? This is where all the optimistic fans are at. Full glory, full harvest season, if you will. You know what I'm saying? The chickens haven't come roosting yet. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is that Malcolm X said. Let me go ahead and introduce the gang. Bottom left, start with you.
what it do, man? All the loyal listeners, followers out there, thanks for tuning in as always. You know who it is, your boy Young Rome 22. If you're new on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Twitter, Instagram, all that, hit that follow button. We got a great show for you tonight. Like my man Scruff said, preseason. We talking NFL, East Coast preview, all this kind of stuff. But before we even get into that, man, the guy in the top right, before he introduces himself, was talking about he's not a Scooby-Doo guy. And I never met somebody who doesn't rock with Scooby-Doo. So we got a lot to get into tonight, man. So I'm gonna let these guys introduce themselves, but how you not a Scooby-Doo guy, my guy?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, especially coming from this generation. But we gonna continue on with that conversation. Bottom right. Bottom right.
It's your boy D-Melo. Hey, fellas, it's been a minute. I know y'all missed me last show, and I hate all you guys top 5 generational players of this 20 years. I'm mad y'all even put Michael Jordan. They're talking about the Wizard Jordan, technically speaking. In the last 20 years, that Jordan was not amazing.
Bro, this guy G named his top athletes of the last 25 years, and he named like 4 UFC fighters.
I named 2, maybe 2. And they were better than whoever y'all had. My top 5 list was way better. How y'all don't put the captain Jeter on y'all list? Y'all act like like my man ain't carry baseball throughout the early 2000s.
Hell no, he ain't carried baseball.
Bro, the only clean player of all time
Baseball
during that era was Jeter. No, it wasn't.
Carrying the Yankees and carrying baseball are two different things.
He ain't carried the Yankees. What we talking about here?
Carrying
carried it after the home run after Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. It was Barry Bonds.
You talking about a bunch of dirty players? Fuck you talking about?
You know what's crazy about Jeter?
The reason why Barry Bonds ain't in the Hall of Fame right now.
You coming in with this sauciness. I ain't even saying the only reason I think Jeter gets a high market appeal is because he was the most clean player in the dirtiest era of baseball. And that doesn't
and won chips.
Maybe he won
chips.
Maybe he was clean. He just has the
No. He is clean. He is clean. Don't you disrespect the captain? And he has the greatest name of all time, the captain. When you hear the name the captain, the greatest nickname in sports, the captain. You know his number deuce. Your favorite number, Cheetah.
Hey, Jordan has the greatest nickname of all time. It's the GOAT. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, because technically that shit's being given around like a hooker down the street. Everybody's being called the GOAT at this point. So that's not your solo nickname.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. But yep, he wasn't on last week, and we're not discussing that this week. So
terrible top 5 list y'all all had. Y'all disgust me.
Yeah, man. We are the caretakers of the culture, and according to your schedule, you are not.
I need to talk to HR. These having days off during these discussions, I hate it. I hate it here.
Hey, it's all good though, man. But we was talking about some cartoons before the show, man. We had some good reminiscing, man, about the cartoons. Good cartoons, bro.
Let me hop in on that, man. Y'all know what it is, man. At Bryce XXV Double I, aka Mr. Bigley. And me and Rome got into it just a little bit because I said I'm not a Scooby-Doo guy, man. I didn't watch Scooby-Doo too much growing up. I mean, I knew it. Like I seen it. I had seen it. But the only time I really turned on Cartoon Network was for Justice League.
Justice League, okay.
That was just about it, bro. It was Justice League on Cartoon Network, and it was Teen Titans, and it was like one other show I used to watch on Cartoon Network. You know,
You also watching Dragon Ball Z on Cartoon Network?
Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon
Now
Ball
I gotta
Z.
stop you, bro. Now I gotta.
After those three, that was all I was really looking for on Cartoon Network, bro. Like I wasn't really an Ed, Nettie guy, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
I wasn't really a Scooby Doo. I mean, everybody watched.
I was a fan of the classics.
And when I was a young kid, I used to watch the Flintstones, and that shit came on Cartoon Network.
Respect.
What is the Cartoon Network slander right now?
I'm not trying to slander it, bro, but all them like joints that was just real stupid. I was never a Dexter's Laboratory guy, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Bryce.
Crazy.
Lab, bro.
You fuck with Tom and Jerry?
Hey, all right, Tom and Jerry, yeah. I would watch the daytime shit like, you know, on some like summertime, summer break stuff more than the prime time Cartoon Network stuff. So yeah, I would catch like Tom and Jerry and you know, what's the other joint? Like the Looney Tunes and stuff like that. Yeah, I would catch that.
It's classics.
Bro, you ain't never fuck with Space Ghost?
I ain't like Space Ghost.
I didn't like
Space Ghost Coast to Coast, the late night joint. Come on, bro.
See, I was wait. Maybe I did right. It was a couple of the late night joints. Adult Swim used to be lit. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Adult Swim was lit, bro. But I was a Nickelodeon guy, man. Like Nickelodeon had it on lock, bro. Hey on.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Nickelodeon easily had the better shows, bro. But Cartoon Network had some classics, man. They had some classics.
Guy, man. And then you know, the late night on Nickelodeon was lit back in the day with all that and
yeah, that Saturday night.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that
I was on my wave, bro.
Yeah, cats know about the snick.
I just don't know how you can't fuck with Scooby Doo, bro.
Life, you know what I'm saying?
Scooby Doo has so many different versions of the show. Like, there's so many different Scooby Doos to like.
Bro, when it was either Scooby Doo or Rocket Power, I was going to Rocket Power, bro.
I feel that.
And what's crazy is because Scruff even said it. Scruff even said it. You're the type of dude that I feel like would really enjoy a show like Scooby Doo. Like anybody who's privileged enough to be on your social media.
Y'all keep trying to say I'm the type of dude that would enjoy Scooby Doo. Like I never watched Scooby Doo, bro. Like no, I watched Scooby Doo, and that joke wasn't all that great. It was always
the relationship that you have with your dog is very reminiscent of Shaggy and Scooby, bro. I would have thought you loved it.
Hey, bro, I was born in 91, B. Come on, man. Put some respect on my name, bro. 91, man.
Damn, 91. You making me feel old now.
Nah, bro, Bryce, you like you don't watch Scooby Doo, but you remind me of the dude Fred on that joint. Hey guys, let's make a plan.
I don't even know Fred on Scooby Doo, bro.
That's crazy.
I would be lying. I mean, I know Fred because he's not Shaggy. It's only two dudes, but like, man, I don't know too much about Scooby Doo like that, bro.
Man, it's all good.
But you remind me. But if anybody's Scruff, you remind me of Shaggy.
That's okay. I'm okay with that, right?
I rock with Shaggy though. Shaggy used to be zooted. Shaggy
used to be getting high with his dog, getting snacks and shit.
I realized later that the only one that could really talk to Scooby Doo was Shaggy.
Nah, that show was special, bro. That was definitely a special show.
I'm not saying it was a bad show. It just wasn't for me, man. But y'all try to get into some sports, man. Enough about Scooby Doo, bro.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man.
Scooby Doo. He said Fred wore USPA. Yo, Fred.
He did. He definitely did.
Yeah,
he definitely did, bro.
Nah, remember that live action Scooby Doo that came out, bro? It probably was like 03 or 02 or something like that.
Oh, that joint was whack, bro.
Yeah,
that was kind of whack. They tried to have live action Scooby, bro.
Freddie Prinze Jr. was Shaggy or something. That joint was crazy.
The live action Flintstones was fire back in the day, though.
Nah, bro. That's selective memory. That shit was trash, bro.
Actor's name, bro.
That shit was trash, bro.
John Goodman, yeah. With John Goodman, come on,
bro.
Nah, because he was a great cast for Fred Flintstone, bro.
What year did that come out? That was like the first time I remember going to a movie and being disappointed.
I did it, bro. I never forgot that shit, bro. The way they was pedaling the motherfucking that car with their feet, man.
Yeah, I remember
Bro.
that. That's what I remember too, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, Bryce, you said you was born in 91. That joke came out in 94, bro. You was 3 years old talking about
Bro, I remember
this movie was
Bro,
trash.
that's a
that was
classic,
a
though,
very
Like, you
This
always
movie
make it
is
classic.
trash,
I
bro.
was 3 or 4 years old when Lion King came out, but I
bro.
remember
Those
Lion
were
King,
formative, bro. Those were the formative movies of our life, bro.
Bro, Lion King
Yeah.
stood the test of time. They even
Lion
did a
King was
remake.
great. No, but
Niggas are
Lion King
not
came out in
niggas
no,
are
but
not
94.
remaking
bro.
Flintstones.
But
They're
nigga,
not.
But I
at that
watched that
age,
original
bro, at that
Flintstones, bro.
age,
Like, that's one of the
Flintstones and
first
Lion King
movies.
was the
That's
hottest
one of the
shit.
first movies I remember. Is that original Flintstones,
Facts.
bro.
That's one of the first movies I remember not liking, bro. I remember being like, damn, bro. Is this what they mean when they say a bad movie?
How old were you? How old are you? What year you born in, bro?
Hey, yo,
89. So I was definitely old enough to judge that.
Oh, that 1 year was all the judgment you, bro. You still have bad judgment. Fuck out of here,
Nah, that was all the judgment I needed.
bro.
hey, yo,
Flintstones,
you was
Flintstones
3,
is a
but
classic,
I was 5. I know what happened here.
bro.
Like, bro, you was
20,
5.
20,
Yeah,
Bryce, bro.
22,
I remember
22%
I
on Rotten
remember going
Tomatoes.
to the movie theaters to see the Flintstones, bro.
But you gotta think though, when the movie came out, there was no Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's judging it with 20-year hindsight, bro. With
Right.
the technology we got today and all that shit. Come on, man. At the time,
What else came out in 94, bro? I feel like 94 was a good year.
Lion King was 94.
It was a classic.
That's a classic, bro. Like
I mean, that shit probably got like 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Watch that shit have like 35.
Man,
Yo, anybody rating Lion King 35 is crazy.
y'all from the Google era. Y'all rely on Rotten Tomatoes to tell you when something's good, bro. I just watched some shit. If I liked it, I told you it was good.
Nah, I just use Rotten Tomatoes to boost my point that Flintstone movie was trash.
Nah, you
Bro, live action Flintstones was lit, bro. Word to the 90s, baby.
Facts,
Bro, what about them live action Power Ranger movies? You like that too?
Oh, are you? Yes, bro. Fire, bro. What?
Bro, if you ain't like Power Rangers, if
Yo,
you don't like Power Rangers, bro, I'm gonna judge you a little bit.
That was my shit, bro.
Nah, I said that on purpose. I knew niggas was gonna get hyped. Who the fuck didn't the Joe with the ooze? That was my shit.
Remember the big ass sunflowers? They was like, yo, why are these sunflowers so big? Classic, bro. Now remember the one Lion King? The one Power Rangers. They gave the Black Ranger the frog as his Jody was mad as hell. He was like,
yeah, he had the frog, man.
He was like, bro, suck it up, bro. You better beast out with that frog, my boy. And then he like saved the day one time. He was the only Megazord that could hop. So he was like hopping over.
Yeah, man. Life lessons, bro. Life lessons, bro.
Hey, yo, Power Rangers, bro. That's one of the best childhood movies. The only thing it's not better than is the Three Ninjas, man. Y'all ain't seen Three Ninjas, man. I recommend that movie to everybody.
Three Ninjas is a good movie.
One day when I have sons, man, I'm going to show my sons Three Ninjas.
I feel it.
Come on,
I feel it.
It's a classic.
I feel it. I respect it, man. I respect it. So we done on the movie binge. We talked about movies and cartoons for the first couple minutes of the show. Let's get into some NFL speculations, some speculative NFL talk, man. So we know we do our NFL divisional previews, man, every year. And we're doing it this year, but we're going to make it a little spicy style. You feel me? So we're going to do NFL previews, but everybody's going to give a bold prediction. So first we're going to talk about our favorite division, the NFC East, man. And, warning, these takes might get a little fanish. You know what I mean? Because, we got an Eagles fan. You see me wearing the hat. We got 2 Washington Commander fans. And we got a Giants fan, man. But that's why I picked it for today. So we get into it, man. Because the beautiful thing about this is somebody's going to be wrong. Dead wrong. And most of us are going to be talking real optimistic today. So let's enjoy it, fellas. The optimism is at an all-time high, and things are only going to go down for here for most of us. But, so let's get into it, man. NFC East, man. What are y'all predictions, man? Who's going to win the division, and what's your bold prediction for the division? Bryce, I'm going to start with you, man.
Yeah, that was a smart move starting with me on this, man. So let's take a historical historical approach here, right? And anyone that follows the NFC East closely, you've known that the last 10 plus years there has not been a repeat division winner in the NFC East. So you know what they say in Vegas, right? What do they say in Vegas, Scruff? What do they say, bro? Come on, man. What do they say? You the resident betting guy.
You don't go against the trends. You don't go against the trends. That's what you
exactly, my boy.
You don't bet against the trend.
So you know who that eliminates right now off the top? Who that eliminates, bro?
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys out of there.
Yeah, you thought it was the Eagles, but
no. Dallas Cowboys out of there. So now, with that said, Dallas Cowboys to me were the best team last year. I still view them as the best team this year when I look at it on paper, talent-wise. I feel like they check a lot of the boxes. I think that they still have perhaps the best O-line. I think they got the best O-line in the division still. They did lose Connor Williams. They might be tied with the Eagles. Eagles got a pretty good O-line too. You know what I'm saying? You can view it as a toss-up. And Skins got a pretty good O-line. Well, Commanders got a pretty good O-line as well. But I just think that the Cowboys O-line, when healthy, is elite. And the question is, can they stay healthy? We know they're not winning the division. No repeat winners, right? So let's go ahead and put them. Let's say they finish second, just off the strength that they're still probably the best team on paper. So now we got 3 teams really competing for that top spot. If we're just taking the Cowboys out based off trends, the Giants. I think we all can agree that the Giants are a lost cause right now, right? We all can agree except probably G, because he has a bet with me that they're going to have more wins, I think, than the Commanders. No, he's got 8 wins. He's got 8 wins. He got over under 8 wins. So he's probably hoping they're good this year, but they're not getting over 8 wins. There'll be a 4 and I'll give them 5 wins, 5-12 football team, 6-11. Maybe they're picking top 5 again next year. They're a top 5 team next year. So cool. Now that leaves you to the Eagles and the Commanders. And I'm going with the Commanders to win the division. And I'm trying to take homerism out of this, but I feel like the Eagles is the obvious pick. In the NFC East, it's never the obvious pick, as we all know. And I just feel like the Eagles have a tougher schedule than the Commanders. Commanders got the easiest schedule, not just in the division, but also some would say in the league. And I think that the upgrade that the Commanders are seeing at the quarterback position, going from Taylor Heineke, who is a decent backup at best. I wouldn't even call him a good backup. I'd say he's a serviceable backup quarterback in the NFL. That's his real ceiling. And he was their starter all season, and they still won, 7 games? So you give that team a competent quarterback that can push the ball down the field, they should be in that 9 to 10 win range. And I think that's going to be enough to win this division, as I don't see anybody else running away with it. I don't think we have a 12-win team in this division. I think this division is won with 10, 11 games max, and that's your division winner. So that's how I view it.
I do agree with you on that last point. I do think 11 wins does win the division. But I disagree with you about everything else. Bottom right, let's hear what you have to say.
Well, I'm going to go with all that's just a bunch of caca, poo-poo, whatever comes out people's anuses, what Precious had to say. And I'm going to go with, for the first time in over 10 years, I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys winning the division. Out of all these 4 teams, who has a better quarterback?
The Eagles.
Oh, my God.
All right, now I know you smoke mad crack.
Yeah, you crazy.
So fuck off the crack. That's what you're losing your hairline, my boy. That's Jalen Hurts is not the man. He's not better than Dak. And you don't have the better running back neither. And the only thing that the Cowboys are hurting is the defense. The defense really sus. But last year the defense improved. But still, I think that's going to be the one thing that's going to hurt them. I think Dallas wins the division. And then from there, I believe it's going to go how it finished last year. It's going to be Dallas, then the Eagles. And then it's going to be the battle of the poo-poo between the Giants and the Commanders. I really don't think the Commanders are – they're still hurting from letting Cousins leave. I know y'all wish y'all signed Cousins to a long-term contract because now y'all got Carson Wentz.
That's a good point.
Y'all been searching for a quarterback since 1995. Yeah, still searching. I'm not, and then
y'all searching too, fool. What you mean?
We just start searching since Eli Manning left.
Y'all Y'all searching hey, y'all searching harder than us right now, bro.
Listen. Y'all just trying to cover up Stitch's wound with band-aids, and look how that's looking. Bunch of poo. Listen, I miss my big homie Eli. I miss you, big homie.
All right, G. So you got Dallas winning the division. Care to make a bold prediction? I'm gonna come back to you, Bryce, for yours. Bold prediction. And Dallas winning the division is not bold.
But what the fuck else is bold about this division? The division of poo-poo. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'll let you
this
think about it.
This is a bunch of poo-poo. No, I'm gonna let you think about it. You tell me what bold ass prediction.
I got some.
You gonna say the only boldest shit you can tell me is that the Commanders gonna win, because we're all gonna know you're gonna pick the Pigeons to win this. So
that's not my bold prediction.
And now let me hear the other Washington fans. And now let me hear the other Washington Commanders, the worst name in all of NFL, tell me about how they're about to win Rivera coaching staff. Let me hear this shit now. Go ahead. Man, listen. No one gives a fuck about the Commanders. They should have called themselves the Redbirds. I would have cared a little bit more.
All right. So before we go to Rome, because we already know what he's gonna say, but I'm gonna jump in so we could break up and make it, add some levity. You know what I'm saying, to this situation. So y'all picked the Dallas, you picked the Washington. I do agree. I don't think it's gonna be a repeat, Bryce. I think it's gonna be the Eagles. And it's pretty obvious. I agree. It seems like the obvious pick. And it is the obvious pick because, hey, they were in the playoffs last season, and they made the playoffs when they weren't really supposed to make the playoffs. Jalen willed them into the playoffs, with all due respect. And, now they've added a lot of weapons, bro. They added A.J. Brown. Their offensive line is much more improved, bro, and the defense is much better as well. So now I think they're going to be much more improved. I see the Eagles as an 11-win team, and I think that they're going to win the division pretty easily. I think Dallas is going to be in the mix as well, and I think Washington's going to be in the mix. I see Washington and Dallas in the 8 or 9 win area, depending on how things go. I really don't know what to expect for Washington, in the sense that Carson Wentz could be really good. I've seen him be really good, and I've seen him be really bad. So I say 8, but I know it's going to go either one way or the other. It could go to 10, or it could go to 6, and that just depends on what kind of day Carson's having. So, it's all in God's plan, as he would say. So, so good luck with that. I got the Eagles winning the division, and my bold prediction is that Jalen Hurts is going to lead the division in passing touchdowns.
Oh my goodness, that's bold as hell, bro. All right, well, if you're done with your pigeon propaganda, I'd like to point out the fact that whenever we do, our NFL previews, I always keep it super objective. We could run the tape. I don't think I've ever picked Washington to win the NFC East since we started this podcast, and we could definitely run the tape on that. Last year I picked Dallas, my least favorite team in the NFL, my least favorite team in sports. And this year I'm gonna pick Dallas again. And for one reason, not because I believe in Dallas. I actually think they regressed this season. I don't think they're as good as they were last season. They might have the best team on paper. I kind of like the Eagles roster a little bit better, but it's kind of what G said. It comes down to the quarterback play. It comes down to, can Jalen Hurts get past the Cowboys? Because we know this division is going to be close. I got Dallas getting about 10 wins. I got Philly getting about 10 wins. Commanders will be right there in the mix at 8, 9, 10 wins too. But really it's going to come down to those games where it's Philly versus Dallas and Washington versus Dallas and vice versa and all that. So the question is, can Jalen Hurts get it done against Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys? And the answer is no. Jalen Hurts is not ready to step up to that big time level. What did he do against Dallas last year? Didn't y'all give up like a 50 burger at one point? I'm pretty sure he had like 2 picks in the game in Dallas. That game was never really competitive. So the litmus test to me for Jalen Hurts is, can you go into Dallas? Can you compete with Dak Prescott? Are you really ready to be on that level? Because you got the roster around you. The team got the talent. So is he going to fly high like an eagle, or are they just going to be eating crumbs off the ground like a pigeon? That's really the question for the NFC East. And as far as my bold prediction goes for the NFC East, for this whole division, what I think will happen, whoever wins it, whatever team gets to the playoffs, there might be more than one, but one NFC East team will make a run to the NFC Championship for the first time in like 5 years. So that's my bold prediction for the East. I don't
That's
know
bold.
which team it'll be, but one of these teams will get into the playoffs and make a run to the championship.
That's bold. That's bold. I
bold,
love
man.
that. I love that. I love that. But I will say this, Rome, on regards to your claims on the Cowboys. From what the appearances from the outside, the Cowboys do appear to have taken a step back in terms of talent, particularly at the wide receiver position. We talked about Zeke Elliott, regressing over the years. Another bold prediction: he's going to have under 1,000 yards this year. So 2 for 1
Not all
on
that
me.
bold, but all right.
Whatever. It's medium take.
Just a prediction. Just a prediction.
All right, fair enough.
I got a bold one for you though. Jahan Dotson will win Offensive Rookie of the Year, or Rookie of the Year, whatever it is.
That's a dart if I ever seen one. But
one Jahan Dotson this year. Remember I said it, yo. Remember I said it on this very show, man. I might have put in a bet. I'm putting in a bet on it. That's all I know. I'm putting a bet.
The last time you fuckers drafted a Dotson, how did that work out?
That was a Dotson. So,
buddy.
Man, close the fucker no.
What are you talking about? We drafted Dotson this time, and he about to come out cooking. I got faith in the kid.
That reminds me, you was talking about the cartoons and they sound like Jetsons. Meet George Jetson.
Jetsons, man, that's a throwback right there. Damn.
Jesus
another Cartoon Network classic.
Nah, that's
see, I'm really gonna see.
Those are classic, bro. I would never shit on those. But I'm talking about that new age Cartoon Network, bro. I was good on. And Scooby Doo is a classic, though. Scooby Doo is definitely a classic. But Ed, Edd and Eddy, that junk was trash.
That
bro.
shit was.
I was never a fan of Ed, Edd and Eddy personally, but you know what's funny about some of them Cartoon Network shows is they got a weird cult-like following.
Yeah,
it's because it's for degenerates.
Oh shit!
That Ed, Edd and Eddy shit was weird, bro.
Shit was, bro.
Let's take some football, fellas. But tell me real quick. So the first month, you guys, how many games you winning the first month? You going 2-2, or you going 4-0?
You talking about the Commanders?
No, I ain't talking about the bullshit ass Commanders. I'm talking about the fucking Pigeons.
Eagles start out with the Lions. I got that as a dub. We got the Vikings. I think that's a toss up. I think the Eagles Commanders game's a toss up, and I think the Jaguars should be a dub. But I think we come out of all them games 4-0. 3-1 at the worst.
That's crazy.
3-1 at the worst.
I'm gonna give y'all 0-2 coming to us. And that's the one thing that worries me. If y'all 0-2 coming to us, y'all might get us. Because it seems like that's how it goes for us. We be like 2-0. And a team like y'all that's 0-2 come in and beat us, and then all of a sudden we go spiraling. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But I see y'all coming at us 0-2. I said maybe y'all take the first one. We'll split with y'all this year. Maybe y'all win the first one, we'll win the second one.
Damn, you fuckers got it pretty hard this year though, because you guys datless in week number 4 after the Eagles.
Yeah, and we're gonna learn a lot about the NFC East.
I like that though. I like that. Let's get them out the way early. Boom, boom. Dub. We good.
So all right.
Early division league.
So Dallas got Tampa week number 1. They got the Bengals week number 2. They got the Giants week number 3, and then they got you guys week number 4.
I was looking at it earlier, bro, and here's another bold prediction for you. Dallas is going to start the season 4-0. Dallas going to start the season.
I got a bold prediction for you. They're going to start the season 0-4.
They got Tampa at home. Brady's on his second center. I don't even know what's going on now. Just came back out of retirement.
Out of here,
they want revenge for that game, and it's in Jerry World this time. Then they got the Bengals also at home. I think it's the perfect storm for Dallas to do what they always do. Come out looking like gangbusters, and then you're gonna see them all over the national TV. They're gonna be all in the newspapers, and then come the fall of the year, all that'll be behind us, and they'll lose a playoff game, and a wild card team in the Afc East will go for a run.
Man, out of all the schedules we looked at, that's definitely the hardest opening slate.
So. By far, but I still got them. I still got them opening up with 4 dubs.
Tom Brady gonna cook Dallas, bro. Week 1.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I bet both of y'all 5 on that game.
I want that to happen. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think so neither.
Hey, G, you want to bet 5 on that game? You want to bet
a dub? Yeah, we can bet 5. We can bet 5.
I meant the dub.
You meant dub now? We can bet the dub.
All right, bet. I'm writing it down, bro. We got a couple bets going right now, G.
That's fine, my boy.
I hope you
Just
keep
make
it
sure
track.
you have my rep money ready. You heard me?
I hope you keep it track, my boy.
That's fine, my boy. I ain't never been scared. You heard what Bone Crusher? I ain't never scared.
I feel it, man. I feel it. The bets is flying, man. The action is
I
hot.
I personally believe Dallas lose to the Bengals just because I don't see that three-headed monster that the Bengals got in those receivers. It's going to be pretty hard. It's going to be a long night for Mr. Diggs to cover Jamar Chase, Higgins, and the rest of them boys. That's going to be a long night. I feel bad for any defensive coordinator right now with the Bengals. But yeah, I see Dallas starting the season off with 3-1. I think they lose to the Bengals. But that's kind of bold, man. You got them 4-0 already. But you
Yeah,
see what I'm
man.
saying? And
Yeah.
and continue on, right? So now let's see Washington. You guys, how you guys starting your season? And then,
Good question.
I got us 3-1. I got us 3-1. I think we win the first three games. I think we go into that Dallas game both undefeated, and they get us.
so you lose in week 4 then.
My
That's kind
only
of crazy.
fear, my only fear is that Carson crumbles against Philly. I think we could get Philly in DC early on, unless Carson just comes out there and has a Carson Wentz like game.
Yeah.
It helps that it's in Washington.
Yeah.
So
I don't like him going back to Philly though. I think y'all might get us when we go back to Philly. I think that regardless of where the season is, I think Carson gets in his head.
It's a tough spot to be, Philly. As an
Very tough
opposed
spot.
to, as where somebody where you had a rough time already. It's like the Ben Simmons situation, but not as bad.
We're
Yeah.
gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I think we can get them two. I think we can get them two at home though, Rome. I really feel like it's going. I'm not a big believer in Jalen Hurts yet, man.
Bro,
Like
I'm
I
a
like
big believer,
Jalen.
bro.
I did like Jalen in college. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like he hasn't shown me the accuracy in his full season as a starter. And maybe that's what he worked on all off season, where he's grown as a quarterback. Being able to make those reads, sticking in the pocket, and making big time throws. I just didn't see it consistently last season.
Hey,
I
Nick,
I
you
mean
still
Maybe
that
tapping
good.
into to Pigeon's Twitter and getting all your news from there? Remember last year how you told us? Oh, you still
You
same
talking
guy
about
you get it
Scruff?
from the Sixers? Yeah,
You
remember how
talking
Scruff said, "Oh, I'm getting my news from the Sixers." You still same guy for the Pigeons? Any good news about the Jalen Hurts and the receivers?
I mean, obviously, I'm getting the same news as Rome. We were talking about it before the show, so I think we're all on the same page here. The Jalen Hurts
Yeah,
is doing
actually,
well.
I was just about to mention that because I've been very tapped into the East. Everything about Jalen Hurts from this summer, man, is his accuracy has improved. He's hitting AJ Brown. They got crazy chemistry. And personally, man, we haven't talked about Jalen Hurts a lot on this show. We talked about him here and there, but I feel like in order for the Eagles to really win this division or make any real noise, it's all about him taking a huge leap. I feel like the hardest thing for him isn't even going to be to improve his accuracy. It's going to be living up to being that dude, being the guy that the quarterback of the East. Like Dak had to make that leap from, oh, okay, you took over for Tony and you pretty good, but are you worth the 40 million a year? We were talking about it on the pre-show or earlier at the beginning of the show. Bryce said it. Go ahead. Are Philly gonna pay Jalen Hurts? Because that's what it's gonna come down to. He's got to go out here and prove, hey, Philly, Scruff,
Mhm.
I'm worth the 45, 50 million. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm worth you going out and buying this jersey. Like you got to go out and you got to beat Dak. You gotta beat Dallas in Dallas. You got to do things like that. You got to beat the Commanders in FedEx. It's these type of things. Jalen Hurts has to show me a lot this season, and I'm not saying that he can't do it. He's got everything around him, but he's got to take one hell of a leap for Philly to get where they need to go.
Hey, and I like that comparison you made. And if you remember, when Dak had actually played pretty well, they were actually reluctant to give him that contract, give him that bag, and put that stamp on him. So it's a fair question, and we'll see how that's going to play out this season and over the next couple seasons as far as Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson still ain't get his bag, so there's a lot of bags that need to be distributed out here. But that's not even on the docket for today. Maybe
That's
it should
true.
be though. But let's jump into the next division, man. I think we pretty much all covered all the teams. We done made all our bold predictions. And yeah, NFC East, man. We're gonna be running the tape on that one for sure. So we got 2 Dallas and Eagles and Washington. All right, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, let's jump into the AFC East, man. We jump inside the AFC East, man. Last year, this was a division where I believe the Bills were the winner. The Bills were within coin toss, if you will, of winning this, being in the Super Bowl, essentially. We talked about that at great lengths. So we got the AFC East this year. Hey, we got the up and coming Dolphins. A lot of people have mentioned the Dolphins as a team that might be able to take a stab at the AFC East title this year with Tua, Tyreek Hill talking about all this, that, and the third. We've been talking about his nut ass all off season as well. And we've heard a lot of chatter out of New England. You know, obviously with Mac Jones coming into his second year, coming to improve. But we got a situation with the offensive coordinator. There's a lot of doubt in New England. And then we've got the New York Jets, who had a hopeful idea of their season, but then they had some torn meniscuses. And, you know, maybe things are still bright in New York. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. So AFC East, man, who do y'all got in the division, and what's your bold prediction? G, I'm going to start with you.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots winning the division this year. I think the Pats are gonna be the team that we gotta look out for year in and year out. I think the Bills are gonna digress. Now that they lost their defensive coordinator to the Giants, I believe it's the defensive coordinator, right? Yeah, the head
Yep.
coach. Yeah, so I believe that the Bills defense is gonna digress a little bit. I believe that there's 2 people you don't go against in football. It's Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Whether they're together or they're far apart, last year they still stunned us because none of us thought that the New England Patriots were going to even make it to the playoffs, and he did. And then the fact he beat the Bills in a convincing fashion with just run plays, back after back after back, it's just straight. And Mac Jones didn't even pass the ball that one game. So I believe that the Patriots are going to win this division. I think that the Bills digress, and I believe that Miami might make the playoffs, but by the skin of the teeth. Because I'm not. It's just Tua. Like Tua is their one thing that is their one question. Those receivers, Whittle's great. You got Tyreek Hill there. They got a decent. They have in my opinion, one of the top 10 tight ends in Miami. And then we're talking about the Jets, the fucking Jets. The Jets ain't going fucking nowhere. The Jets are what I consider poo-poo.
I feel it. You got any bold predictions? What you got?
That's my bold prediction. Mac Jones becomes the number 1 quarterback in that division.
Oh,
Whoa.
better than Josh Allen?
Better than Josh Allen.
You crazy as hell.
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
mean,
bold.
This shit is bold, right? Bold
That
prediction
sounds
as well.
like a foolish prediction. We asked for bold, not foolish, my boy.
That's crazy, dude.
It's funny. G said the Jets are poo poo, and I couldn't agree more, man. I took a bunch of notes for this, and all I wrote for the Jets was the Jets suck. That was the entirety of my notes for the Jets. I have zero faith in them. We might not even talk about them again all season. We'll see what they do. But shout out to Zach Wilson, though. I do enjoy Zach Wilson for his off the field antics. But as far as who I got winning this division, I think it's going to be the Bills, man. I think it's going to be the Bills in a little bit of a landslide. I think the Bills are going to have a crazy good season. What they do in the playoffs is yet to be determined. I'm not really a Josh Allen guy. A lot of people this year are going into it saying he's the best quarterback in all of football. I do not see it that way at all. I think he's still fairly behind Pat Mahomes. I would put Justin Herbert up there with him and probably a couple other guys too. But Josh Allen is definitely, top 10. I'm not trying to knock the guy too much, but I think people are overrating him a little bit. I think G is way off the mark with his bold prediction. I don't think Mac Jones is going to be anywhere near Josh Allen. And I'll say my bold prediction, if this is even bold enough, is that Tua is going to outplay Mac Jones this year. I think the Dolphins are going to have a little bit a little bit better of a season. And you know that's probably not even that bold because we don't even know who Mac Jones' offensive coordinator is going to be. We don't know who's going to be the guy in his ear calling plays for him right now. They had two guys doing it in their preseason game. It might be Bill Belichick come the regular season, even though he's a defensive guy. Who knows? It's kind of chaotic right now. But I think the Dolphins, man, I like what the Dolphins are doing. I like Tua a lot. Tyreek Hill's running his mouth about as fast as he runs his legs. Hopefully, what he's saying bears to be true because they definitely got some talent. But similar to what I said on Jalen, Tua is going to have to take a huge leap. He's going to have to show me that he's that guy and that he's ready to win some big games. Otherwise, this could be it for Tua. Tua could be looking at a rough NFL career if he doesn't get it together this year. So I got them going second. I got the Patriots going third, and the Jets, they're just in the mud.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, Bryce.
Man, this is a tough division to kind of rank, you know, because a lot of factors. I think Rome hit a couple of them. A lot of factors, and it really does come down to the play of the young quarterbacks in the division. I think Josh Allen, I guess you can consider him the most veteran quarterback in that division now. I guess, yeah, which is crazy. Unless Flacco ends up starting for the Jets, but Josh Allen's the most veteran quarterback in that division, and I think that Josh Allen is. I think he's the top two quarterback in this league right now. I think it's Mahomes and it's Allen right now. I really do. I think Josh Allen is that good, and I think that this season the Bills will have another great season. Yes, they lost their offensive coordinator. I think that was a good point you made, G. But at the same time, the offensive coordinator they bring in has been the quarterbacks coach for the last 3 or 4 seasons. So they're bringing in a familiar face. It should be a smooth transition there. Let's not forget, the Bills last year in the playoffs, when it absolutely mattered the most, they could not get to Pat Mahomes, bro. That was their issue. When it mattered the most, they couldn't get to Pat Mahomes. So you know what they did this offseason? They went and got Von Miller. That's what you do with this series.
Come on.
What do you mean, bro? Von Miller just helped the Rams get a chip. Like he literally just
on that stack-ass defense?
Bro, what do you think the Bills got?
Yeah.
What are you talking? Come on, bro. The Bills' defense is nice every season, bro. Literally, every season their defense is strapping. So now you know what they did? They recognized
there's not a Darren Donald on that defense.
How long did Pat Mahomes have to throw the ball in that AFC Championship game, bro?
All day.
They had all day, bro. He was back there chilling, going crazy, bro. So they already got the interior push.
And still lost to the Bengals.
They brought Tim Settle in as a free agent, and now you add Von Miller off the edge, bruh. That's about to be a serious defense right there. And I think that was a great move by Buffalo. I think that's going to push them over the edge. I think they win that division. I think they run away with that division. I think both of the teams behind them are fighting for a wild card spot. I think the Dolphins and the Patriots are both fighting for a wild card spot. We're not going to keep counting Bill Belichick out, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had the rookie quarterback. You know how that goes. You know what I mean? You grooming your quarterback. But now I think Bill Belly is ready to make another run at it. And I think they're fighting for a wild card. But the problem is who's young quarterback's going to play better? Is it the Patriots or the Dolphins? And once you start asking that question, you start asking what is around them. And when I look at what's around Tua compared to what's around Mac Jones, to me, it's no comparison. We shit on Tua a lot for how he's looked so far, but let's not forget, man, he had a 1,000-yard receiver last year. Tua had a receiver last year that set the record for rookie receptions in a season, bro. People don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. But Jalen Waddle set the record for rookie receptions in his first season in the NFL, bro. He had like 104 receptions. That was Tua, bro. Jalen Waddle went over 1,000 yards last year. For the most part, that was Tua. So you bring in Tyreek Hill opposite of that, who's basically like Jalen Waddle's prime. You know what I'm saying? It's Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? So like now you got basically two dudes across from each other that are basically carbon copies of each other. And you got Tua. So to me, and he said he thinks Mike Gesicki is the top 5 tight end. I disagree, but I think he's in that top 10 range. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now you're looking at that situation for Tua Tagovailoa, and you're saying his situation looks better than Mac Jones, bro. Sorry. I like Mac Jones running backs better. I think the Patriots have a hell of a running back core they've built over there. I think the Patriots have invested a lot in the tight end position. I think they've got a great tight end rotation. I'll give them the nod on tight ends as well. But after that, I don't think they got the weapons that the Dolphins have. The Dolphins have made real investments. I think this is the season that it pays off for them. So I got them finishing second. I got the Patriots third. And the Jets, man, shout out to Jets fans, bro. They still be supporting. It looks like they might start the season with Joe Flacco. Apparently, Joe Flacco's looked better than Zach Wilson all offseason. And that's a big problem if you're a Jets fan, bro. Like, if you're a Jets fan and you hearing that Joe Flacco is looking better than your first-round quarterback that you invested the top 2 pick in, you know what I'm saying? That's not good news, bro. And it's sad that he got injured because I wanted to see how he looked. But I wasn't that high on Zach Wilson coming out. I was like, I loved him, and I started watching him more, and I was like, hold up, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I told y'all he was gonna be a bust. So
yeah, I mean, even down to the preseason game he was just in, man. The play before he got hurt, he completely overthrew a receiver. Very next play, my man is scrambling, doesn't go out of bounds, tweaks his knee. Like, Jets are in the mud, bro. Like, it's terrible.
I think you're overlooking the whole Joe Flacco playing. But I mean, he's supposed to be playing better than him during preseason. He's a vet.
Last
Come
time I saw
on,
Joe
now.
Flacco, he was awful, bro.
Bro, he was a third. Joe Flacco was the third string of Jalen Hurts last year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, what we talking about?
Man, even last year they said he was playing better than him, man, because the man knows where to throw a ball.
He did decent when he played for the Jets last year, but I don't know.
Come on, man. It sucks to be a Jets fan because God knows it sucks. The fact that my man, it was a non-contact injury, like, bow, just one wrong step, fucking almost blew his whole fucking knee. But the good thing about this report, they say he's only gonna miss like what 2 to 4 weeks, so you might get him back by week 6, give or take.
Mm-hmm. Hey, one quick note on the Dolphins though, man. Like they got a tough little run, week 13 to week 17. They got the 49ers, Chargers, Bills, Packers, and Patriots all in a row right towards the end of the season. So I mean, I think it's gonna be an uphill battle for them, man. As much as I want to see Tua win, I think that's gonna be a tough little run.
That might be one of the toughest stretches of schedule in the entire league, bro.
No, they might win. They might win that Patriots game because if like you guys are saying, follow trends, right? The Patriots and Dolphins for the last 10 years, they've been trading off one game, and Dolphins see the Pats week 1. So if they lose to the Pats in week 1, they're gonna win one of those. They're gonna win the following game against the Pats. So they might get a win.
They might need to, man, because that might be four straight losses leading up to
it. Shit, it's better than none.
Yeah.
And remember last year? Remember Miami went on like a fucking 6 game winning streak, and we all thought they should have been losing. So I don't know, man. Miami's kind of promising.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, man. Tua took them from like 1-7 to being in playoff contention too, man. And people just poo Tua like he's a bum.
Yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that Tua's a bum, but I am gonna sit here and tell you that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Tua, and he'll have a better season statistically as well. I like the order that you laid out, Bryce, in terms of the division. I agree with you. I think the Bills are going to run away with the division. I also think that the Bills are going to be the only team that's going to make the playoffs from the division. Respectfully, I think the Dolphins are going to be in the mix. I think they're going to fall short. I think the Patriots are going to be in the mix. I think they're going to fall short. I think we all agree that the Jets are going to win less than 6 games. So I think that pretty much covers the AFC East. Should be an interesting division to watch, man. And we'll see about the Bills this year. I think they could be in the Super Bowl. I haven't picked the Super Bowl yet, but I think there's a good chance the Bills could be in the Super Bowl. They're one of a handful of teams in the AFC I would definitely pick. So safe to say, it's going to be an interesting season, man. It's going to be an interesting season, fellas. So, yeah, that's the AFC East, man. But, yeah, that pretty much covers the AFC East. In other news, hey, man, y'all see that, John, about Kevin about The Rock and Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah, I peeped that.
Oh, yeah, that's just funny.
So, apparently, The Rock was interviewed. It was an interview with Kevin Hart, and they were asking him. They were saying something like, "Which something about what's your celebrity something, and he said Megan Thee Stallion. Apparently, the boyfriend got upset. He was getting all jealous, and then he had some comments to get back. My question for y'all, fellas, is man.
Hold on. Who does that man think he's gonna talk raw spicy to The Rock? He's about to get that man the people's elbow. The Walter Gibraltar. What the? Yo, my man should have just took the humble laughter and be like, ha ha ha. Fuck is he talking mad spicy? My man probably benches him with one arm. Like,
Well, that's why I think it was an interesting. If we could change that banner as well, but I think that's why it's an interesting conversation, man. Because like I think it's like a tough situation. Because I think every man could like say that, like, hey, like we want to have a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? We want to have a bad junk. You know what I'm saying? To some extent, right? But at the same time, that comes with a certain amount of, I could say, responsibility, or a certain a certain amount of something comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And like when you're dating somebody like Meg Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's gonna come with it. Like, yo, let's be real here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all admire Meg Thee Stallion. Like, you know what I'm saying? To some extent, I think every man in America does. So when The Rock says it, now we start getting into some things, right? So I think first of all, the question is, do y'all think that he was justified? Hold on, let me think of the right way to say this. Do you feel like he was justified in getting upset, and do you feel like he handled that correctly?
All right, I'm gonna jump in this one. So I feel like he did not handle it correctly. I feel like he was slightly justified, right? Because I get it, it's your woman, and you got some dude, especially a dude as swole as The Rock, talking about he wants to be her pet. That's what it was. They were promoting their new movie about pets, and they were asked if you could be any pet for a celebrity, who would you be? And The Rock picked Meg. And then when they asked him to elaborate, he just laughed. So obviously, we all know what he was getting at. So I understand, like somebody said that about your lady, you might not like, receive that the best way, but I believe he tweeted and then deleted something along the lines of like, oh, just teach your wife how to use some seasoning or something crazy, right? Like, and I feel like that was a bit crossing the line. That was a bit much based off what The Rock said. The Rock said it in a playful manner.
Right.
You're taking shots at his white wife and her alleged cooking skills. For all we know, she's taking some classes. Maybe she can cook. I'm not gonna have her make my mac and cheese, but I'm just saying we can't
What happened
tarnish
to
the
Rock's
lady.
wife and her cooking, bro?
I don't know.
Bro.
I've never heard nothing like this.
Nothing. That's what I mean. She's literally just a white lady. That's what like. He only said that because she's a white lady. So that's what I was like. I don't think he handled it the best way. The Rock is a freaking megastar, bro. Like The Rock is famous in every corner of this planet, and The Rock probably doesn't even know who dude is. So, quick tweet and delete. Don't mess up Meg's bag. Meg was happy about it. Meg thought it was cool. So
Yeah, that's the thing that I thought was interesting about it. First thing I was like, yo, what was Meg's comments on the joint? And she said that she was flattered that The Rock would even mention his name. So I don't know. That language would lead you to potentially be jealous, man, because he's flattered. So I think maybe she was, the fact that she was flattered, maybe that's the reason he got upset. But yo, when you are dating a chick that look good, other dudes are gonna want what you got. In my opinion, though, I personally feel like he went about it all wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because then he started showing weakness, in my opinion. So when he's saying something, he may have to make the clap back comment. First of all, I wouldn't have said nothing. I think that would have been the best way to go about it. Because you know what I'm saying? Possession is not intense to the law, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro. Like what we talking about here, bro? There's really nothing to even talk about because you are winning in the physical realm, brother. You have it, bro. You got nothing else to worry about, bro. So I wouldn't have said nothing. That's just me. Now, if you are going to say something, you gotta say something to own that shit, bro. Like,
who the fuck just said that this girl is the second coming of Beyonce? My voice.
That's going hard though.
That's fair.
You're a bum.
That's fair.
What dog say, yo, you're a bum. Your woman is second of Beyonce. What do you?
I mean, honestly, bro. Honestly, do we believe that The Rock even knows she had a boyfriend, bro? When The Rock said that, he 100% thought she was single.
Bro. When Scrub put in the group chat that we might talk about that, I didn't even know who dude was, bro. I know I heard the name, but like if I seen dude, I wouldn't.
I believe he's a rapper, but he also be in one of them leagues. That's how I know him from.
What league?
Playing in like the Drew League or one of them like leagues that be on. What's the leagues that
Oh, he
that be
plays
playing?
basketball.
He play ball. He be one of them rappers leagues.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I didn't know that much. I didn't even know that about him, bro. And that's the thing, like Rome said, bro. You really think The Rock knew who this dude was, bro? You think The Rock knew that Megan Thee Stallion had a boyfriend, bro? Come on, bro. Hell no, that's not on his radar, bro. Now Megan Thee Stallion done made my man radar, so he put it out there. And she probably just barely made his radar. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably just really getting hip to who she is for real. And
So shit, fat boy. He said, "Consider on me, mommy."
He plays in the Crew League. My bad. The Crew League.
The Crew
The what league?
Not the Drew League. Not the Drew League.
Not the Drew League, but the Crew
The
League.
Crew League. I got you, bro. I got you.
Right. So now it's a slippery slope, bro. Because like I said, once you get into that comparison, it's a bad look. Because you comparing. Now you comparing. What are we comparing now? We comparing stature, of magnitude of power. Because that's not a good thing to compare. You don't ever want to get in that comparison.
It's one thing if this girl was his wife, but this is just your girlfriend, and to come at another man's wife, where you're not even taking the whole perspective of what just happened, or taking whatever he said out of context.
But in the flip side,
what the fuck?
it's also wild that The Rock said what he said, and he has.
Nah, but he didn't say nothing more. All he said, yo.
That man got a whole wife.
No, but he didn't. But he was classy about it, though. He didn't get it.
He was joking. If you watch the video, my man was joking. Because he cuts it off after this. He's like, yo, they asked him why Megan said, he's like, we're not even going to talk about that. Like, he cuts it off looking at Kevin Hart right afterwards. So, like, he knew it was a joke. And if the subtleties of suggestions are there, like, all right.
Man was joking, you crazy, bro. Joking about what?
Clearly, that's not his type. Clearly, that's not his type. Clearly, that's not his type.
Not his type. His wife.
What?
That's one.
He married to one thing and lusting over another.
Not his type.
That's exactly how it goes, G.
But your man literally said, "I want to be her pet, bro."
Gee, trust me, that's one of them jokes that you saying like, oh, what that would never happen. But if it did, but if it did, like,
and that's the same thing on the other end, because the fact that she said that she was flattered that she would even consider her makes me think that Meg thought that Rock was probably out of her category bracket, and now maybe she's thinking maybe I should slide up on the Rock.
This is where dude messed up though, because you gotta have the trust in your girl like off rip. Like this is low key a business move. Meg getting mentioned by the Rock. There's people that listen to the Rock. They're gonna watch that interview. They probably didn't give a damn about Meg, and now they might hear a song. They might go, go to a concert, buy some merchandise. This is a bag, bro. Like maybe the Rock wants to meet her. Maybe she'll be in the next fucking Pet movie, bro. Like,
bro, better not let the Rock meet her. You let the Rock meet her.
Definitely not, bro.
You know what I mean? You gotta take your feelings out of it, bro. You gotta take your feelings out of it. That's the other thing too. If you think about it, you dating Meg Thee Stallion. You listen to those lyrics. You like that's why niggas didn't know she had a boyfriend. I just heard Plan B. Are you that nigga? Like,
bro, no meet and greets after what I heard the Rock say.
Right, bro. Like I said, bro, based on her comments, bro. Like I said, it seemed like I think she'll let the Rock smash. Bro.
You trying to be in a movie, bro?
That's neither here nor there. But I will say this, bro. My bold prediction for this whole situation.
Jesus.
God bless you.
Yeah, G, what the hell is wrong with you? We need a
that was terrible, bro. I would say, first of all, if
I would
never do that in front of a woman if I were you, G. I would definitely not do that in front of all of America.
Hey, listen. Listen.
Like, this show is not live. Like, we gonna edit that burp out or something.
We can't do nothing with that, bro. We can't do nothing with that. But,
listen, that's what I think about that whole comment with the Rocks. I didn't think nothing of it. Like, if people are just overreading this whole shit.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, and I also thought it was interesting because it's something that, like, all men could potentially have to deal with if you have a pretty woman. You might have to deal with somebody looking at your joint and thinking, "Hey, look, I'd like to, you know what I mean?"
But all men deal with that.
Whether your woman is good, the Rock said.
I think every man deal with it with any kind of girl. If you think about it, right? As long as there's a girl next to you, any man's gonna lust over something that ain't theirs. So whether she's beautiful or not, remember what they say: beauty's within the eyes of the beholder, right? This is gonna happen to everybody. So it's all
Honestly,
about how
that's
you
it.
take the
Nah,
approach.
but here's my
That
thing though. Here's my thing. I think because obviously it's very
Wait,
obvious.
but bad joint. But let's be honest. The I don't want to use the word batter the female because that makes it such so objectified.
But
Like,
that's what it really comes down to.
we all know that pretty women get a little more attention than
Right.
average or below average.
Yo, women be saying that too, though. Women will say that too.
Women will say that too. Like everybody knows that some joints don't get in the club and some do.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it.
Yeah, we've all seen it. And maybe the better the chick, maybe the more attention being paid to her while you're walking around with her. But seem like Party paying attention to that attention a little too much.
Right, and that's a fact. But here's the thing about that though, because it's like I think it's pretty obvious, bro. Your girl's Megan Thee Stallion, like it's clear that 90% of America, you know what I'm saying, that feels that way. We all want to smash Megan Thee Stallion. Let's be honest here. The thing about The Rock saying it is that he was clearly threatened, and that's why it's funny.
Right.
And that's why
random dude tweets it out and he doesn't care, bro.
I mean,
well, my thing is like she's done tracks with niggas. They've said all kinds of crazy. Like you're dating Meg Thee Stallion, bro. Like have y'all heard her lyrics, bro? Like you already need to be a certain amount of secure. And if The Rock's little pretend comments are bothering you, bro, then I hope you don't mind late night studio sessions with Future and whoever else is on that album. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like you mad at The Rock for making like little comments, and it's like,
hey, that's hilarious, bro. Nah, my shorty can't have no late night studio sessions with Future. Fuck that.
hey, if she has a late night studio session with Future, she's not your shorty. That is fact.
That is a fact.
Hey, she got it straight. I will say, my bold prediction is this is the beginning for the end of Party. That's his name, right? Party. It's the beginning of the end for Party, bro. He gonna end up losing it, bro. This is losing. This is lose. This got it all over it, bro. He in over his head, man. He gonna end up looking like, I know disrespect to Meek Mill, but you know he was gonna lose that shit eventually, man. You just knew it, bro. Like same thing here, bro. Like she gonna end up leveling up, bro. And whoever compared the Beyonce thing, that was fair. Except Beyonce don't twerk like that, respectfully. And that's one of the beautiful things about having Beyonce as your wife, but also one of the beautiful things about having Megan Thee Stallion as well. So it depends on if beauty's not a beholder here, man. So just don't be sensitive, man. And you know what I'm saying? If somebody like The Rock hits on your girl, man, choose your battles wisely, I guess. That shit's funny as hell, bro. It's just like, I don't know, bro. It's really timeless, bro. Really timeless, bro. It's been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
It really is.
You gotta take care of your woman if that's the case. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta take care of your lady. And if you know you're taking care of your lady, man, you all right. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's facts though. That's facts. Cause like
whatever Gilly the Kid said, break the leather off her back. Wow.
Nobody's really above that. Nobody's really above that, you know. Like everybody's gonna, somebody somewhere is gonna have eyes for your significant other at some point in time, man.
Right.
That's just how it goes.
Just gotta
her, right? Your significant other out here having eyes for somebody else is a problem. It seems like Megan Thee Stallion seemed like she had a couple of eyes on The Rock in return, bro.
But I'm not no homo. The nigga's a beautiful man. Pause. Whole lot of pause. My man's a gorgeous man.
Hey, Scrub, you gotta clip that part and then just loop it on the Instagram. Like, he's a beautiful nigga.
That's a beautiful nigga, you heard? I ain't gonna lie. If I could have anybody's physique right now, I'd rather look like The Rock.
Hey, G, so are you saying if you could be any pet to a celebrity, it would be The Rock?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I am not saying.
I think that's
watch your mouth, yo. I know where you live at, dog. I know where you stay, bro. And no one's stopping me for whatever Biggie said, kicking the door and wave the full quote. So disrespect me on live. I'm not gonna incriminate myself here.
You over here wild.
All I'm saying is, bro, like, This how niggas talk about bitches. Bitches talk about niggas, but them niggas it may not. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, bro. I don't know what you mean at all.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean
either. All right, so you know.
I do not know what you mean.
So y'all have y'all ladies, right? And y'all don't just have a wondering eye one day, like, damn, sure you look good, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like same way that we think females think like, oh, he's a handsome gentleman or whatever. He's a handsome nigga.
You just talking about The Rock that way though. That's what I'm. That's
Yeah, right.
Oh no. I'm not saying this. If I could have somebody physique, I'd rather have The Rock's physique than my man Party.
Before you said that, you said a couple other things too.
Oh yeah, the man's a handsome nigga. The man's handsome. I ain't gonna lie. That's a handsome ass nigga. My nigga, the nigga's handsome. Y'all some ugly ass niggas. Look, y'all all losing your hairlines. That's why y'all got hats on. My man embraced the baldness. So all I'm saying, y'all should embrace the baldness.
Man, I can do that too, bro. If I took steroids and all that shit that he be doing.
Hey, don't disrespect my gym bro.
Baby.
Don't disrespect the gym bro. Don't disrespect the gym bro.
Bro, The Rock uses steroids, bro.
I think that man's natural.
You think The Rock don't use steroids, bro? You're a fool.
You think that man's natural? You crazy as hell, boy.
Bro, as an avid wrestling fan, that motherfucker got like 15 times swollen than he was, bro. Like, that gotta be juice.
I don't think that's gear. I don't think he's using gear.
Bro,
maybe
using something, bro.
He's super juiced up, bro. Come on,
bro.
Now.
But do you not see him? Y'all gotta watch him on the gram, bro. My man be at the gym all 6 days.
Nigga, so
respect, bro. Respect.
Nah. Y'all work out for like an hour and a half. That man's here for 3 to 4 hours.
Gee, that's what the roids do for you, my boy. Like, what are you not getting right now, bro?
Until I see him put it in his ass, I don't believe it.
He's in the gym for 3 to 4 hours. He's definitely.
I could be in the gym on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm in there for 3 hours.
Honestly, bro.
You in there bullshitting, right?
I watched this video with a Rock.
I'm going to DC this weekend, and we're gonna see if I'm bullshitting.
Hey, bro, let him know he's in there bullshitting, bro.
Nick, am I bullshitting? I know Nick not talking about me. I have my boy quitting.
I know
so
you.
Tell me I'm bullshitting.
Listen, I know cats have long gym sessions, but 3 to 4 hours, bro. You're not working out for 3 to 4 hours, bro. You're talking.
Yes, you are.
Hours, bro.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yo, if you working out everything, bro, and you there for more than like 2 hours, bro, like, yo, you doing something wrong.
G, what are you doing for 3 to 4 hours in the gym, G?
I do back and shoulders is at least a minimum of 3 hours.
You know, like NFL, like professional teams don't even practice that long, right?
Yeah, my bad, bro. I would have just let that sit there, man.
Listen. I'm gonna pull up. I'm pulling up to DC this weekend, and then we're gonna talk. We'll talk in DC. I'm pulling up this weekend. I told Nick that I'm pulling up, and I want to see what you done to this boy, and make sure whatever fucking bullshit program you put him on is working out. But I'll be there to check you out this weekend.
We about to pull you up.
I'm about to pull up. I'm about to see all this. My boy's been talking mighty spicy that he can last for 3 hours.
You about to be done in 5 minutes, boy.
I'm about to see y'all all tap out on me, and I'm about to be there like we're not done yet. And I want all the smoke. I'm about to have all y'all quitting.
60 minutes max.
I want to do your 3 to 4 hour shoulder and back workout, bro.
All right, bet. I'm in there. We're doing that. I'm gonna pull up. Listen. I'm gonna pull up.
Let's wait 4 hours while live doing G's back and shoulder workout, man. Why don't we do that?
That's not efficient, bro. This is not efficient,
bro. That's a great idea, man.
All right, wait. We're gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up, and then I'm gonna see. Nick, you started this.
Workout,
so we're going through this.
I'll never work out back and shoulders for 4 hours again in my life. I'm gonna show you how to cram that exact same workout into an hour and a half, man.
To an hour and a half?
Bro, if you're working out back and shoulders for 4 hours, bro.
Crazy.
No, I didn't say 4 hours. I say The Rock does it, but I'm there for 2 to 3 hours of back and shoulders.
Hey,
this shit getting short about a minute.
Go back to the tape and see how I said it. But we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. No. We're gonna be there. And then we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun with you. I'm gonna have fun with you. I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, you better leave not being able to lift your arms if your shoulder and back workout is 4 hours, bro.
I'm gonna see you. We're gonna see.
I don't even want to do that shit. That shit's
Nah, shut the fuck up.
we not really
Don't
gonna
quit
do that
now,
shit, right?
bitch. Yeah, don't quit now, bitch. Yeah, no, my boy quitting on live. Don't quit
Bro,
now.
I said from the
Don't
jump.
quit.
I said from the jump, bro. I got an hour max, bro. I ain't working out for no 4 hours, bro.
Bro,
I'm
if you
good.
ain't having 4 hours in the gym, you're bullshitting, bro.
You're
I don't care what
exaggerating,
nobody
bro.
say,
You
bro.
and you bullshit.
And some people like to go to the gym and bullshit. There's nothing wrong with that.
You better break them 4 hours up into different gym sessions throughout the day. Like you better go at midnight or some shit. Like
I took a shit middle of the gym session.
He said 40 minutes.
I was in the gym for 4 hours. Whole hour was you was shitting.
He said a whole poo-poo. I did a whole poo-poo section.
Yeah, you better come back like, yo. Bro, you not clocking, bro. You went to the gym to take a smash, bro. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Counting the shower time and everything, bro. Like 4 hours, bro. Crazy.
He said I had a whole poo-poo session at the gym.
My man went to the toilet for a cool 30 minutes. My man's counting everything that has nothing to do with working out.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh man! Yo, shout out to all the workout warriors, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was bullshitting during the pandemic, but I'm back. I'm trying to get back to getting on my shit. Shout out to G. G been going hard for a minute. So all the workout warriors out there, man, keeping putting their health up there. Making that a top priority. Shout out to y'all, man. It's important.
What's a great pre-workout, bro? Because I've been drinking some shit that has like 200 milligrams of caffeine. I need something stronger. 300 don't even kick in no more.
That's pre-workout. There's no pre-workout.
Fuck no.
I used to do C4. I used to do this other joint called, what is it? A Muscle Farm product. Then Arnold Schwarzenegger had a line out that I used to rock with. But bro, honestly, I think no pre-workout is really the best way to go, bro.
I can't.
All natural is the best way.
That's the problem, bro. You talk about all this nonsense, but you need some type of something outside of your body to power you for your workout. Fuck all that.
First of all, my boy, I would need it for long days and heavy days.
I'll say this.
But throughout the week, I don't use pre-workout. I use pre-workouts for Saturdays and Sundays only.
Man,
and I took
pre-workout.
You lifting the weight, bro. You with a pre-workout.
I took pre-workout one time. One time, bro. Never again. Never again. That shit was up there with some other shit that I don't even want to talk about. Pre-workout is crazy.
Yo, pre-workout is like cocaine.
Very similar.
I've never lifted cocaine. As much as I did when I was on the pre-workout, bro. But when I was done, bro, and like that shit started to wear off, like I could tell that I went like past my fucking limits, nigga. Like I was like, yo, this ain't even like natural at all. Like it's not even close to natural.
Most I do is I'll drink a cup of coffee before I go in the gym. That's max pre-workout I would do.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about what you putting in your body. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying you might want to, pick the most natural thing you can.
I feel like it's best to be natural with it, bro. In my opinion.
Plus, I ain't gonna lie though, a good pre-workout give you that little itch, that little tingle in your veins right before you about to, lift the weight.
That's what I was talking about.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit make you go crazy. But like, yo, you realize after you stop doing it for a certain amount of time, and you realize like, yo, it doesn't give you that much. It's just a game, bro. It's like that little itch makes you feel like it's doing something, but really, it ain't doing a whole lot, yo. You can replace that in your diet. You can replace that the natural way. Definitely the best route to go. So I would say I would stay away from all pre-workouts, creatines, wild ass BCAAs and amino acids and all that shit, man. I'd say stay away from it as much as you can. Try it, see what works for you, but the farthest I'd go is the farthest I'd recommend is a protein shake, and even that, man, I say get it in your diet if you can.
No, I don't like protein shake. Give me I get constipated.
Oh, you drink the wrong ones then, bro.
That's what so you do be in the gym for 4 hours. You get that 60-minute shit in the gym. And
how do you take a shit when you can't take a shit? Like I literally.
That's why you there for so long.
How you take a shit when you can't take a shit? Hey, that's the
How you
line of the
take
night
a
right
shit?
there.
How you taking shit when you can't take a shit? What the fuck? No, like I can't even drink protein because I can't take dairy products. I'm lactose intolerant, so that shit literally don't even sit well with me.
But they got all sorts of protein, bro. They got plant
got pea
proteins. They got
protein.
non-dairy protein. They got a ton
I
of different.
take Icy Pure. You ever heard of that?
ISO
Yeah.
pure. That's whey.
Icy Pure. Yeah. I like that. I drink that.
You know what's funny is that's made from, you talk about you lactose intolerant, but that's made from whey, which is like a milk product. So if you lactose intolerant, it's probably not the best choice.
No, but that shit is like well, you had Icy Pure before? I showed you that shit. It's like a juice type shit.
I like
So
the
it's not.
plant-based proteins, in my opinion, if you're gonna fuck with the protein. But yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody getting that work. Hey, and shout out to all my workout warriors, yo. The gas workout merch dropping soon.
Oh yeah,
So
we
when
need
comes,
that.
make sure you cop that up, man. Hey, man, good show tonight, fellas. Some pretty hilarious moments. Definitely gonna cut those up and share them with the masses. Shout out to everybody that stuck with us the whole time. We had a decent crowd in there that stuck with us the whole time. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to all the gasaholics, the gas holes around the country. We doing it big right now, and just bigger things to come, man. Some real big surprises to end 2022 and head into 2023, man. So stay tuned.
See, we're trying to get right for our sexy nude calendars for next year.
No, G. No, we're not. But yeah, so hey man, shout out to the gang, man. And hey, at Good Ass Sports on all social medias, Gas Sports Network. And everything else, man. If you're not following us, look at everybody's at name on the screen right now and tap in with your guys, man. Make sure you subscribe to everything we got. And yo, if you're rocking with the pre-show be getting crazy. It's only $1 a month. It's before each and every live show. I don't know if you can watch the pre-show live, but it drops the very next day after this. After the show does, and like I said, man, it's a private collection of the funniest, the rawest content that we've got at Gas right now. It's hilarious, man. $1 a month. That's $12 a year, bro. Netflix is breaking y'all. Netflix is like $16 a month right now. You can't be a Gas Boys $1 a month and support the pre-show.
Facts. $1 a month, and you get to catch my nipple ring. You might catch my nipple ring 4 times or 3 times throughout the month.
Also, for everybody out there who want to jump on it's on the Spotify listeners, y'all could donate. So if y'all don't want to do the pre-show, y'all could just send a random donation. All sizes are welcome.
Pause.
Wow. Yo, son.
Man, wow, yo. Your man's wild. Hey,
I thought I was wild. I thought I was kinky. And my nipple rings.
Nah, G, you just a sick dude. But Scrub is a wild
Hey, I thought it was y'all into whatever I'm into. No judges judge me so.
I'd rather be a wild boy than a sick dude. So
I ain't gonna yuck you down, my boy. But hey, good stuff tonight, fellas, man. Y'all know how we end every episode, man. Sports for the culture.
For the culture.
Sports for the culture.